Hey guys, Rich Ferguson here, and I'm back to show you 5 of my favorite false shuffles. You guys, I'm so excited for this. Make sure you hit that like button. Watch all the way through this video because I'm going to show you some easy ones and some really advanced ones. You guys are going to slay your friends with this. If you know anyone that likes to play with cards, likes to prank, do tricks, whatever, share this with them. That's it, you guys. Let's do this. Now, before we begin, I highly encourage you to go check out my previous how to cut and shuffle videos because there's all these little techniques you can learn to make these so much easier for you. But without further ado, let's do this. This is one of my absolute favorites. You split the deck, you shuffle them together, give them a cut, and the cards are in brand new deck order. Here's how you do it. You're going to take the deck, you're going to split it in half, no special slips, nothing like that. You literally just cut the deck, and you're going to riffle the corners together. And it's very important that you put these together slightly on an angle. And you're going to have them pass through each other, and you're going to pull them right back out. Watch up close. Trap the back far corners with your 2 fingers right here, and your thumbs toward you. So you have all 6 fingers allowing this to happen. You're going to push this through until you run out of room and you've made contact with your middle fingers. Then you're going to take these 2 corners and you're going to push them through. And last but not least, take the corners that are in the front and you're going to pivot them with your middle fingers and your thumbs on the back right here and strip them away and put that back. And what you've done is nothing. One more time, just a straight shuffle on the corners, and then you're going to gently push those together, trapping the corners. Once you run out of room, pivot the front corner back on your thumbs and pull that away and back on top. Pranks, magic, hacks. Now, one thing that's fascinating about card magic or tricks is if you look too skillful and do fancy things with the cards, it kind of tips off to people that you can get away with stuff and probably manipulate the cards or do some stuff. So here is a great thing because this is just a basic overhand shuffle, not a big deal, except it's not. The cards are still in brand new deck order. Let me show you up close exactly how you do this. Now, one secret or maybe a misunderstanding about cards is that when you cut them, you do not change the order of the cards. Sounds weird, right? Think of it like this. If you have a Rolodex, a phone Rolodex with people's names in alphabetical order from A, B, C, D, all the way around to Z, and you're rifling through it on that wheel that spins, and you're going through and you open it up and cut at F to find Ferguson, what you've done is opened it up and peeked at one particular spot. The rest are still in the same order. So if you take a deck of cards and they are in order and you cut them, yeah, it seems like they're mixed, but they're still in the same order except where they start and begin is different. So if you were to cut again and again and again and again, you could do this 100 times. The cards are still in the same order, they've just been displaced. Now, if you were to cut in multiple piles and intermix the cards, well, that's shuffling or multiple cuts and the cards are no longer in the same order. So this overhand shuffle is very simple. Right now, the cards are in brand new deck order, and I'm going to do a basic overhand shuffle. I've got another deck to show you what we're trying to simulate. An overhand shuffle is when you pull off small sections off the top of the pack, and now the cards are thoroughly mixed. You're going to emulate that by simply doing this. Pull off a small section and put it back together. All you've done is cut because it's just one revolution. Do that again, and you can even do it sloppy. It doesn't matter. Don't look at them, just kind of throw the cards around, and it looks like you're shuffling. I'm putting a lot of work and effort into this explanation because some people really get confused on shuffling versus cutting. So if you do that, you can even cut the cards with your hand and do a single, it has to always be a single cut. Cut the cards, have someone else cut the cards. It doesn't really matter. The cards are still in the same order. All you have to do is find the spot where your bottom card or your top card is, give it a cut, and now the cards are back to exactly where they were to begin with. So you're just pulling small sections off. It could be small sections, big sections, it doesn't matter as long as you're only pulling off one section and putting the rest on top. Essentially your cutting the deck. That's all you're doing. So just keep going until you happen to see your bottom card and then stop, and now the cards are back in brand new deck order. Or what you can do is simply riffle through until you see your bottom card and give the cards one final cut. Now I'm doing this face up so you at home can see it. You would normally be doing this face down. Share this video or else. In my previous shuffle video, I show you how to weave the cards together perfectly. You're gonna need to learn that technique in order to do this shuffle. This is something I came across by accident. What you're gonna do is push the cards together, and on the opposite corners, you squeeze, and what it does is separates the cards literally back into the original two halves, and you've done nothing. So what this is supposed to look like is you take two halves of packs, you weave them together, and then you are shuffling them together onto a table. But you're not, they're actually separating. Let me show you up close how it works. What you're doing is weaving the deck together like this. Go see my previous video to get a full description of this. Insert them into each other about 1 inch. Hold it underneath with your thumb, first finger, and ring finger like this so you can support it, and reach across with the other hand to the opposite corners. And you're gonna cause these cards to go into two different piles. Watch. Push up in the bottom, and they shoot back and forth, and literally become two separate halves that you can pick up and put back together. Now I'm showing this face up so you can see it, but you're gonna obviously do this face down. Seriously, share this video, damn it. Faro those together, and this time I'm gonna show you how to do it in your hand. If you go corner to corner, you can have them, instead of completely separating, mostly separating, and then you can actually take and pivot out the original bottom of the deck and put it right here, and now you have the cards back in brand new deck order. This next one is going to emulate your classic table shuffle. Watch. It looks like they got shuffled, except they are in brand new deck order. You're going to look as if you pulled the top half away and shuffled these together, which is almost what you're doing. But this is what it looks like backstage. You're going to pull half of the pack away, but you're going to have your first finger drag the top card behind. Therefore, you're taking out the top half of the deck minus this top card. Put that on the table, and then you're going to take this half and you're going to put it right back in there. Here's how you do it. Shuffle the corners together, letting this card fall last on top. Then you're going to push the top few cards forward as cover so they don't know that you're lifting this bottom up and putting it right back inside as you square up the cards. This is what it looks like in full speed. This is what it looks like from the front. Boom, push these forward, and you're putting these right back inside here under the cover of those top cards. In full speed, this is what it looks like. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. This is my all-time favorite false shuffle. I love it because I like how it feels in my hands. I like that it's kind of loose and sloppy, but at the end, of course, the cards are in brand new deck order. Let me show you how it works. You're pulling the bottom out from underneath, swinging it around and placing it on top, and then pulling the entire deck away, and it drops. So their bottom is now right back on the bottom. You're gonna off jog all the cards to the left, and from this moment on, you just repeat. You're taking some off the bottom of the big pack of the deck, placing it to the other side, and pulling it all out, and repeating. So you're placing what should be next on bottom until you're done with all the cards on top, and then they're in brand new deck order. Let me show you that again from your perspective. The bottom comes around, goes on top, pull the main top away, lift this drop, and then keep this on the left side. Now from here, you're taking small chunks, taking them around onto the top, lining them up with what's going to be on the bottom, and pull those away. And you just repeat over and over and over. And what's really cool about this is you can do it really elegantly, or you can be sloppy and just throw piles and it looks chunky and messy. It's very deceptive. And of course, at the end, the cards are in brand new deck order. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button right now. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button right now. You won't regret it. And if you love magic and you love pranks, you like tricking people, go check out my online school. There's a link in the description and you can see one of my tricks for free at that school. Just type in the promo code TRYMAGIC. Go check out my store for magic merch, DVDs, all kinds of fun stuff, you guys. That's it. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. Give away a pack of my Ferguson playing cards along with a packet of tricks you can do to fool your friends. Just comment down below, let me know you love the video, share it with your friends. I'll pick a random name, send this off to you. That's it, you guys. I will catch you next week. Peace.